Hello everyone, I am Meral from Vedubox marketing team. At Vedubox, we are offering a comprehensive learning management system for employee training, partner training, product training, and more. Our platform provides a centralized solution for managing all aspects of your learning process, with features such as live training management, exam and question bank, certification and course sales modules. Vedubox empowers organizations to optimize their HR and L&D efforts for enhancing success. As you see, Vedubox is a good way to increase your success through your HR and L&D efforts. So today, we will discuss a very helpful topic for HR and L&D. Our subject is Chat GPT. I would like to welcome our guest, Rani Wemel, COO of LTT Global and Vedubox Asia representative. Welcome, Rani.
Hello, Meral, and hello, everyone. Thank you for giving me this opportunity, Meral and Vedubox, for sharing with you about Chat GPT.
Welcome again. How are you doing? How are you? How is everything?
All good. I was actually at a conference this morning, so I had to miss the second half because I'm speaking here. So I'm quite excited to actually share about Chat GPT.
Great. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Okay, sure. My name is Rani. I used to teach law previously, and in 2000, I actually resigned to spend more time with my children. And I was actually quite bored when I finished the housework and, my children are in school, and education has always been close to my heart. And I was thinking, what can I do? And one day my husband, actually, he said, while reading an article, he said there's more mobile phones than computers. And that actually triggered my mind to, say, wow, if everybody has a mobile phone, maybe I can send lessons to them on their mobile phones. So from my dining table, I started to prepare lessons to teach English language using SMS in 2004. And that's the start of how I got back into working life. But I also made sure that my children spend equally good time. So I used to give them tasks to do, like they were my employees in a way, because I was working from home. So I got them involved. So that was the start. But as technology evolved, I also evolved. So now I actually curate quality learning content because my vision is accessibility and affordability. And that's how I got to be involved with Vedubox, because you have a great platform to actually share knowledge, whether you're a individual learner, or whether it's a company, whether it's an education establishment, whether it's an NGO. The platform is suitable for everybody. So I found your features and everything, and most importantly, it matched my vision, accessibility and affordability. So that's how I've been with Vedubox as your Asian representative.
Yes, we are really happy to work with you too. Your positive energy and this great story, I really like it, with starting with SMS. We are at Vedubox, we developed our platform very much because we have been working on it with a huge team. And we are happy that you are one of our team members and representing us in Asia. We would like to come to our topic, Chat GPT.
Okay.
Is it popular in Asia too? Because it's really popular in the world and in Turkey. And is it also popular in Asia?
Yes, it is. It is the most trending topic, I believe, globally. And not forgetting Malaysia or Indonesia. Everybody is talking about Chat GPT. But I must tell you, as much as everybody is talking, not everybody is actually benefiting from Chat GPT. They will say, oh, Chat GPT and everything. But if you ask them, have you tried? You can really hear a no, but they will be talking about Chat GPT. They're creating the buzz. But we want people to actually benefit. When there's something good, we must share and people must benefit.
Yes, during this webinar process, I have learned a lot about Chat GPT from you, and we created this webinar subject with the help of Chat GPT, and we create questions. We ask Chat GPT is what do you think about that?
Exactly.
Yes.
You walk the talk.
Yes, but yes, people are familiar with the word, but maybe they didn't get very deep into the platform. But it's a good way to create content for because we are also using content in Vedubox too. The training managers, the HR departments, they are trying to make attractive content. So it is very helpful to people for creating content, and we will guide them to better use ChatGPT today. I have a question. Is
Yeah.
ChatGPT going to transform HR and L&D space?
I believe so, very strongly, right? So when I say it is going to, because Chat GPT is a crucial step actually for staying relevant in the 21st century. And when this HR and L&D, they actually use this tech tool, it complements what they are doing. Instead of they spending so much of time on doing something, it helps them to save time and effort, and they can actually harness the potential of ChatGPT to improve the processes, to be innovative in their way of delivering, and also achieve greater outcomes from whatever that they wanted to do. So I think that it's very important that HR and L&D professionals look into ChatGPT seriously, because they can really transform their departments.
Yes, but they need to know the details, how to use better. So this is going to be a helpful webinar for them, I believe, because we will give them some clues, some quick tips. So can you share with us, is there any guidelines in using ChatGPT?
Okay, generally for everybody, it is good that when they are going to ask ChatGPT something, because ChatGPT is like, although it's a technology-powered artificial intelligence, but when you are talking to ChatGPT, it's like talking to somebody. So when you ask the question, it has to be clear. There must be the way when you ask it, you must be so clear that the answer it gives you is actually what you want to hear. If you ask something a simple question, the answer will be very vague. But if you put in the correct things, like, I want a report for finding out how, when you recycle, the most effective way, what will be the outcome. So with these keywords, ChatGPT will give you a better answer. Instead of you just saying, I want a report on recycling, which he will give you a very general report.
So
Right?
there's a formula creating the prompts, right?
Yes, you're right.
We can maybe go deep in that because creating the prompts are very important. You need to regenerate and add something and remove something from your prompts. But what is the logic behind it?
Okay, so when your instruction is clear, you have actually given it a task, and you've also told it how you want the task. So if you say that, I would like to write a letter or a proposal, and the proposal has to be simple enough for my client to understand, then it will give you a simple proposal. But if you say that I want an in-depth proposal, then it will give you a longer proposal, where with each one, there will be an example of what you should write under each different heading, right? And you can also play with ChatGPT in the way that you can instruct it. If Tony Robbins was to write this, how will he write it? And it will emulate it like that. Or if Oprah Winfrey was to write this as a motivation story for the office, how will she write it? So you can put a role to it, and it will give you, right? Similarly, if you're writing a letter of where you have an employee who has come in and you want to write a welcome letter. You can always ask it to write an employee welcome letter, but also if you are in a organization and you are looking at diversity and inclusivity, and you also want to write the letter in the language of the staff. So like in Malaysia, our national language is Bahasa Malaysia or Malay language. So Chat GPT will translate the letter for you into the language. It can translate so many languages actually. And but the most important thing about all of this is Chat GPT will only give you the output, but you have to use your human factor to go through it and edit it accordingly, right? Because sometimes whatever it writes may not be so perfect. And also the data that Chat GPT has at the moment is still 2021. So whatever that is continuing to learn now, when people actually ask questions globally, the machine learning is there, but you must always verify whatever Chat GPT has given you before you actually share it out again. Yeah?
Yes, exactly. I believe the power of communication, human to human and human to machine, because we need to communicate with ChatGPT, I guess. We need to write, we need to guide it right. So we have to get the right answers, but it is not the exact answer, maybe. So we need to double check, right?
Yes, and especially for companies who don't have a big HR department or anything, ChatGPT will be a valuable tool for them, you know, like, so maybe I would like to share my screen now and do some sampling, you know, so that people can also view how to go about it. So like you can see my screen. And so normally when you open, for anyone who is new and who logs in, they will come to this screen here. And there's some examples that the OpenAI people have put here. But always when they are starting, they must click new chat, right? And then here you can see the text box, you can type. So maybe we can ask a question on, you know, on HR policies, if it can help to create a HR policy, right? So please create a HR policy handbook for me.
You are very polite, Rani. Some people don't say please when they are writing to ChatGPT. They are ordering, but you are so kind.
Thank you. So now you can see that it's actually giving everything, correct?
Yep.
Okay. So sometimes when it's continues like this, and if it's very long, the Chat GPT actually will not complete everything. You know, you see like it stops halfway. But let's see. Okay, very good. Here you can see it has stopped now, right? So all you have to do is press, type in continue, please, or continue. Then it will continue. Because they have like a certain limitation of number of words. So sometimes when it stops, it doesn't mean that that's the end, because you can see it stopped at 2 point and then nothing else came out, right? So by putting continue, it will continue the entire handbook. Okay, so I will stop generating now because we want to show other examples, right?
Yes, by the way, this is the folder that we are working on, and it is not like Google Translate or other tools. It when you use Google Translate, it always refreshes, never continues.
Yes.
But this has a folder view, right?
Yes, yes. So now here you can actually continue generating, right? And then assuming that you know, while you are reading this, you are not happy with this, you can just type new version. You know, so please give me another version. Yeah. So it will give me another version of the handbook. So as a HR, you can actually look at both versions right? Or if you're even not satisfied with the 2 versions, you can say, give me another version. So based on the 3 versions, you can actually now edit it according to your company's policies. You know what is how many days of leave, or you know what are all those things. But what Chat GPT has given you now is a framework for you to work on, instead of you thinking of how to come up with the handbook, right? So here again, it has stopped because it's too long. So if you put continue, it will continue. And the other thing is, maybe as a HR, you already have a handbook in your office. All you have to do is copy paste it here, and then you ask ChatGPT, please review this document and tell me what is missing, right? So I'll just stop this first. So the instruction would be like this: please review the handbook. The handbook below, and share what is missing. So in this way, ChatGPT will actually, I can't press enter because I didn't put anything below, but this would be the prompt to actually ask it to review something that you already have if you have a handbook. All right. So let's go on to another sample. Maybe you want to ask hiring process, maybe. Okay. So as you see, I went to a new chat, because next time, if you have something related to HR policy and handbooks, you come back here and you no need to tell what about it anymore. ChatGPT has already stored in its memory about your HR policies and everything here, and you can just continue the conversation because it already knows about it, right? So now this one, maybe we can ask, why not we go for job posting? Yeah, give me job description. Let me see what would be a right. Ask it to craft a comprehensive job description. Okay, please craft a comprehensive, or you don't have to use comprehensive. You can just say, please craft a job description for what position shall we put, Meral?
Marketing department. Marketing
manager.
Manager, okay.
Okay. All right. So let's see what's the job description. So it has created for you for the position of a marketing manager. And here it has asked you to insert the company's name and your industry, and it's given the responsibilities, the qualifications and all. And you can go one step further. What are good questions to ask during the interview to qualify suitable candidates for the job?
Rani, I also like to put some limits.
Okay,
for example, 5 questions.
Okay, what are 5 good questions? Does that sound okay?
Yep.
Okay, let's go. Okay, so what it has done for each question that it's shared with you to ask, like, can you share an example of a successful marketing campaign you have developed and executed? What are your role? What was your role in the campaign and what are the outcomes? And then it explains this question will actually demonstrate, the candidate will demonstrate their experience and the results-oriented mindset. It provides insights into their strategic thinking, creativity, and ability to drive a successful marketing initiative. So for each question, it has already given you why you're going to ask this question. So in your head, when the person is talking, you'll actually know whether they are meeting the goals that you have actually wanted. Yeah. So I'll do one more example for HR. Because for HR, you've got like so many things that they can do. Okay, now, since we're talking about employee now, we put a job description. Maybe we can ask it to write a letter of rejection because, you know, for the interview, maybe 10 people came, but the HR manager would have only employed one person. So maybe we can say, let us say how. Okay, please craft an email, a rejection email. For candidates who met the requirements but were not selected. Okay, so in this way, when you actually write such a letter, the people who came for interview also will feel that, you know, you are actually a very good company. You took the effort to actually reach out to them, right? So this is the letter. It says, thank you for taking time to apply. You know, we sincerely appreciate your interest and effort to put in the application. We have reviewed it. We like to express our gratitude. You know, it's evident you have these valuable skills. And also they say after evaluation, they decided to proceed with somebody else. It was a challenging decision, right? So at the end of the day, the person who receives this email, as much as it is a no letter, but they feel very good about themselves as well. So, you know, you have empathy there, and it's also emotional intelligence on the side of the HR manager to have done that. Do you agree?
Yep, exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
And
yes.
Yes, and I am, maybe we can talk some more examples on L&D side, and
Okay.
maybe we can add some visual ideas. Do you find Chat GPT useful for visual ideas, visualize?
I have not actually tried, Miral, but have you? Can you give me an example?
It is
okay. So this one was on HR. So now
yep.
we'll create a new chat for L&D. Okay,
Yes.
Tell me, please.
Yes, L&D is something L&D departments sometimes need training materials, you know,
Yep.
presentation files and some copy, and maybe they can generate some ideas by saying what should be a visual or an image related with this copy.
Okay.
Like that.
I understand what you mean. So
Yes.
what basically you're asking it for ideas on images that they should select for a presentation, right?
Yes, some schemas, maybe some schemas. How can we put these content on what type of a document, or I mean an order, maybe.
Okay,
Something
so
like
maybe
that.
yeah, please go ahead. Sorry.
Yes, that's something that I'm talking about. Prepare 5 slides.
Yeah, on leadership styles, maybe. What do you think?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
leadership styles, and give a summary in point forms for each slide, and also what images to apply for each slide. Shall we try this?
It's good. Sometimes some metaphors can be used for creative content. Some
Correct.
metaphors. So you want to explain something and you use an animal, for example. So maybe it can give idea about that.
Okay, so just to share first about the PowerPoint slide that we requested. So we asked for 5 slides on leadership style, and it gave us 5 slides. And each one we asked for bullet points instead of paragraph. So it's easier for the learning and development department to actually, look at the bullet point and then tell their own story. And then at the same time, what is the suitable image for this slide number 1, which they can source. So that's what it has done for all the 5 slides. Again, this is what it has given. It also gave a summary for the L&D department to actually, whoever that's presenting, to do a summary towards the end of the slides. Yeah. So let us go for what you just said, Mira.
The metaphors.
Yes. So, and what is it exactly you like to explain?
We can select one of the topics here. For example, how can we say? I'm not sure. For example, the transformational leadership styles. How can we show this with an image?
Okay.
But stop generating is very cruel for you. Please stop. They should change the button.
So like the metaphor for transformational leadership style, it's a leader as a beacon of light. And then it has given the characteristics, the advantages, the situation where it's effective, and as well as the examples. So this is when it comes to like creating content for L&D. So L&D actually has a lot of good users when it comes for their department for creating content. I have written down some samples actually. So what we just did just now was like a training content outline, but also what L&D can do is like in terms of finding out the skill gaps of people, it can actually upload the current database of people and their skill set, and assuming that they have a new project, right? Then they can actually ask based on the current skill set, what is missing skill set for this project that we need to do, so that they can actually do the training or find trainers to help the workforce with the kind of training that is needed so that the project can be executed successfully, right? So, but also you can ask it questions like, what is currently trending in digital marketing, and what skills should employees in marketing department pick up or upskill. So here you can see I asked it what is trending, but it was very clear to say that because after September 2021, it doesn't have the latest of information as much as it's picking up, but these are the trends that marketing department should actually understand and use in their marketing to become more effective in their marketing. So now the training, learning and development department will know that they have to make their employees in the marketing department pick up data analysis skill. They don't have to do big data in a big diploma course or anything, but they should know enough on how to read data, right? And then also when they talk about platforms, they should become familiar in doing Google ads, Facebook ads, LinkedIn ads, because that's where they can run effective advertising campaign. And then again, content creation, like how you also do, Mira, you also look at content creation, and then you yourself will use your skills to enhance and edit and do the necessary things before you post it out. And similarly, they should also learn, how to use social media and also understand what is search engine optimization and search engine for marketing, right? So UX and UI is basically the experience they feel. So they have to work with the IT department to tell them that, when people come to the web page, this is how it should look like. So these are important skill sets for people in the marketing department, right? Because what they sell and tell is what the users out there, the potential clients, will fall in love, and then the sales department will have an easier job to close the sales, right? So it's very important for each department. So you can ask for every department as well. And how are we on time? Are we okay?
Yes, we have time.
We have time. Okay. So the other thing that we can also ask on L&D is actually, let me find some more. Okay, on onboarding, right? When somebody comes on board, the learning and training development, learning and development department, they also need to do onboarding. So please provide a comprehensive onboarding document for a new employee in the marketing department. So there you go.
By the way, in Vedubox, people, L&D managers or HR people can create micro-learning content using Vedubox, so they can create a learning path with all of these information. They can create small videos, or they can put some attractive visuals with presentations, and they can use all of these information for onboarding, creating onboarding process through Vedubox.
Absolutely, you're so right. Because basically, once they have all the content here, all they have to do is match it with videos or images and put it into micro modules. And then after that, they can even create a quiz. So maybe we can say, just now we talked about leadership, right? So let's show how we can create a quiz. We can say, create a quiz, or no, create okay, a quiz in objective format with answers on leadership styles. Okay, create a quiz in objective format with 10 questions with answers. So there you go. You saw that, Meryl?
Yes, that's
And all
great.
they have to do is copy this and paste it on the Vedubox system, and they will be having a module of content, and then later they can do the quiz. And when they finish the quiz, they can actually create a certificate for them of completion.
Yes, great.
Yeah. So there you go, all your questions and your answers. So that's one. You can also prepare, like assuming they had a very comprehensive, let me maybe just take a document, yeah? Let me go to the, since we're talking about leadership styles. Okay. Okay, so maybe I copy this and maybe until here. And I go back here and I'll say, please give me a summary of what is written here. Okay.
That's a good point, by the way.
Yeah. So that whatever that I posted up here, it has already summarized like this. But I can even make it more easier. I can say, please summarize this so that someone, so that a 10-year-old will understand. And then what it will do, it will simplify whatever that it said and make it simple for the person to understand. So there you go.
That's good point. You can make it more professional, more childish,
Yes.
and maybe better English. And
Correct.
you can also translate it to other languages.
Yes, you're right. So if I were to say that, to translate this, first I'll translate it in Turkey. And you can read and tell me whether it's correct. There you go.
Is it better when you thank Chat GPT?
I don't know. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, so now I will
Exactly.
do it in my local language, right? So my local language here is Malay. There you go.
Is it right?
Yes, it's very right.
By the way, we did a good marketing for Chat GPT together today, right?
Oh, yes, we did.
But
And
why we are doing it? Because people need content to use
correct.
Vedubox. They need
Yes.
to create attractive, proper, and visually good-looking and
Absolutely.
meaningful content. So it's good for them to use Vedubox with Chat GPT, I guess. What do you think?
True. Yes, you're right. because at the end of the day, Chat GPT is complementing what they're going to do and helping them to enhance what they're going to do. Otherwise, you have to sit down and you have to think, and sometimes you are so busy that you have really no time to sit down and think, and you don't want to do anything that's less quality, because every time you deliver, you want to deliver the best, right?
Yes, and it is creating so quickly that you are willing to work on the thing that you want to work. Sometimes it's, what is it called? Is it procrastination or something like that?
Yeah.
You don't want to work on something.
Procrastinate. Yes.
Yes, you don't want to work on it. But when you say, hey, I have Chat GPT and I can do it quickly, and you start working and finish it very quickly. So it's very helpful.
True.
So any other things you want to add?
Yeah, so basically what we're trying to do is Chat, a lot of people, if you I'm sure in Turkey also you would have heard, they say that Chat GPT is, taking away many people's jobs. But actually that's not true. What is true is Chat GPT is not taking away people's job. People who learn Chat GPT are taking away jobs from people who don't know how to use Chat GPT. Do you agree?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
And for the business owners too, they are also what they want to use, and they want their employees to use Chat GPT. Because
True.
if they see the potential and they want to make something, they want to create more engaging content, so they are encouraging them to use ChatGPT. So
Absolutely.
if you reject it and you for a job interview, if you say I haven't ever experienced, it's something negative.
Yeah, exactly. So how the human factor actually works is, when ChatGPT does anything, at the end of the day, the professionals actually provide support and insights, so that when the L&D people or the HR give clear instructions and insights on what they want and what is the process and everything, the results they get back from ChatGPT will be exactly what they need. And then from there, they just continue and they would have finished whatever task that they were supposed to do. And also the L&D professionals and HR professionals are the editors and creators, because at the end of the day, they have to put in their expertise to make the document what exactly they want it to be. Correct? So at the end of the day, ChatGPT is not taking away jobs, it's just reinventing jobs.
Yes, it's a great point.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid of ChatGPT.
Yes. Use it as your friend.
Yes. Okay. Any other things, Rani?
No, not at the moment. Anything that you have? Any other questions?
No, thank you. I would like our guests to contact us in case of any questions about Vedubox from our Vedubox Co UK website, and you can contact Rani directly from our LinkedIn accounts. You can reach us. Please feel free to ask any questions, and we will be happy if you follow our